Kevin, welcome back to Tannadice. How pleased are you to be continuing with the club into next season?
Yeah, I'm delighted. Obviously, I had a great year last year through for the whole season, and it's a really good changing room, really good coaching staff, and really enjoyed my time here last year. So yeah, I can't wait to just get going next year.
Yeah, what were some of the things you considered before putting pen to paper?
It's pretty easy to be honest. I think, like you say, it was just obviously a brilliant year last year, and a great group of boys, a great management team, and a bunch of staff around about the club. And obviously, there's a really good feel-good factor about the place just now, and we just want to continue that momentum for last year and the next season.
Yeah, you mentioned momentum there. You're coming off the back of two of the best seasons of your career, so you must feel confident.
Yeah, I feel great. Obviously, I had to be injured at the end of the last season, and it was good to get back in the pitch in the last game just to kind of shake that off. And yeah, it's worked really hard during the summer and get ready for next season.
How much did that help your confidence coming back before the end of the season?
Yeah, it was huge. Obviously, I think done a lot of work with Marson, Physio, and Gregor at the end of the season, and there was no real need to push. Obviously, with the way the boys kind of wrapped up the season with a few games to go, but for me, it was huge to get back out there and be a part of that last game, and for me to know myself that my knee was okay the last game, and it just made me feel good going into the summer knowing that it was ready to just kick on.
Just touching on last season, why do you think it clicked for you so well?
I think it was just a good group of boys, to be honest. I think obviously we came in the summer and me and Doc came in together, so I knew him straight away, and I knew a few of the other boys just for playing against them at other clubs, and I think a lot of the boys just clicked really well at the start of the season, and you could see that. I think after the first couple of games in the League Cup that we just grew into a good group of players, and everyone understood each other really well. We started the season really strongly, obviously helped, and yeah, it was just really good to be a part of.
You started the season really strongly yourself. I mean, you developed quite a remarkable knack for scoring. That's something that you want to pick back up again next year.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I think it was the last couple of seasons ended up just getting in a few headers with corners and stuff like that. So I think there will be argument between me and Multi for penalties next year. So yeah, just that'd be great to kind of continue that in the next season. But we know it's going to be a hard year next year. Obviously, going up a level, and we just want to carry that momentum and see where that takes us next year.
Somebody who'll maybe make that step up a wee bit easier is Declan Gallagher, because he's obviously continuing for next season as well. So do you feel that continuity with having the same person beside you will be beneficial?
Yeah, whether it was Dec or Ross that I played next to last year, obviously I think you got a great understanding with them both, and two great boys, and obviously whoever we played with had a good defensive record last year, and like you say, if you can continue that in the next season, then that's brilliant. Obviously Dec had a few injuries at the end of the season as well, which hopefully the summer he can go away, shake off, and be ready to go and fit as ever for next year.
Yeah, just touching on when you were injured, you still saw we had two young centre halves and Ross Graham and Sam McClellan come in and make a massive impact. And do you feel that shows the influence that you have in the dressing room?
Yeah, I think obviously Ross had to kind of bide his time a lot last year, and Sam when he came in as well, you could see we see it every day in training how good the two of them were, and it definitely kept me and Dec on our toes in terms of having to play at our highest level to keep ourselves in the team. And if you can help them along the way, which obviously me and Dec spoke to them a lot when we were out, and I think we had a wee bit of an influence on them, yeah, and the two of them done brilliant and got us over the line at the end of the season. I mean, all the boys were fantastic at the end of the season, and they too were a big part of that.
Having that experience of playing in the Premiership before, obviously it was across the road, but yeah, you're closing in on 100 top flight appearances, so how beneficial do you think that experience will be for the dressing room next season?
Yeah, I think the more experienced players you can have in the dressing room only stands you in good stead going into next year. And then obviously Multi's played a lot of games there, scored a lot of goals. Boys like Doc, who haven't played in the top flight yet, but I've got no worries about him going and playing up there, and his leadership qualities off the pitch are massive for the club, and I think he'll be a big driving force next year, and he'll be one that's really looking forward to next season. And there's loads of boys in that situation, but even the boys that haven't played in that top flight yet, they'll all be itching to get going and show that they're good enough to go and play there.
What do you think, both individually and as a collective, we need to do to be successful next season?
I think we just need to build on this year. I think obviously the manager's got us playing some really good football, but normally just start making sure that we know how to win games, because at the end of the day it's all about picking up points and finishing as high up the league next year as we can, and that's something that you don't want to lose. You want to obviously carry that momentum, the winning mentality that we've got at the club at the moment. You want to carry that in next year.
Just speaking about the manager there, how much trust do you feel he has in you to lean on you as a senior figure?
Yeah, huge. And obviously, I think coming in at the start of last season, I'd never worked with him before or anything like that, and quite quickly you get to build a good rapport with him, and obviously played a lot of the games last year, so it's huge to feel that belief from the manager when you're playing, and again that was a huge factor in me wanting to be here for next year and having that good understanding with him and good relationship with him I think it's huge.
What's the thing you're most looking forward to about next season?
Just getting back out and playing. Obviously missing the last 5 or 6 games. I feel like I've been off for ages. So yeah, just getting back to it, and can't wait for that first game.
A lot of players maybe dread pre-season, but do you think you're going to look forward to it?
Yeah, obviously I think as you get older you start to realise you maybe not do it as many more times as the younger boys. So yeah, I've just been getting myself as fit as I can and get myself ready for next year, and I'm really looking forward to coming back in. Like I said, I obviously missed the last 5 or 6 weeks of training, so it feels like I've not been about the boys much either, and it'd be good to get back to normal and really enjoy that.